Alright guys, if you're watching this, that means you must be looking for a headset of some kind, and it could be wired and wireless. As you probably already know, wired ones for gaming especially works very well. That's a common knowledge. But if you're looking for a headset that's totally wireless with all the singing and dancing features, then I can surely recommend this for you, the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Generation 2. Now, Generation 2 of course looks much better, feels much better than the one prior to this. And I will give you, their flagship one that I had before was the 800X. I think if you do a quick Google, I'm sure you'll find it. So in comparison to the 800X, this is basically the next best one from it. Although I must say, the look and the feel of the 800X when it first came out quite a while ago now was amazing. I must say it was ahead of its time almost. And then you've got Astros, which are priced, it was the same price bracket when they both came out. But this is something completely different I'm going to talk to you about. Now I'll do a quick unboxing to show you what it is. You don't get much from this, must say. And there are some pros and cons. I'll go through it in a second. But for now, if I just open up and show you what it comes with. Now I've already used this. I have used it just to show you and tell you all about it, and all the pros and cons I'll tell you in a second. So this is your headset. In the box you get a little, the usual gum that I call it. It comes with inside, you'll notice all the paperwork that comes with. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. And it gives you instruction. I wanted a budget, very budget, wireless, fully wireless headset. And oh yeah, another positive thing is this actually comes with the new USB connection that most phones nowadays have, the USB Type-C, if I'm right. So yeah, so it's very short. That's the only thing I would say. Another thing is, when you attach this to the headset, I don't think you can use it for anything at all. Maybe Bluetooth to your phone, but I've tried when this was connected, I could not use it for some reason. But anyway, we'll come back to that later. So you get the wires, and that's what you get. So nothing else in the box. Now, going back to the quality and the build, and I'll show you that close up in a second. So this is your Stealth. Your paperwork. And you've got your wire to charge the thing. Now you'll get the specs of how long they stay charged for. But I used it for 2 nights, about 4 hours. So I did about 8 hours of gaming. And it was about halfway through, it said it actually gives you a voice prompt, which is interesting. Not everything is fully voice prompt. So the reason for me to show you this particular headset, and I know if you're looking for a headset, you'll have seen other reviews as such, and they'll all give you quite good positive feedback on this. But there are some few facts that I had problems with. I thought I'll share it with you so you're aware of it before you purchase this. Now, all good thing that this comes with is the fact that the cushions here, they are amazing, I must say. And I have a bigger head, and the problem that I find is it is a bit tight, and a lot of people would say that. So if you've got a smaller children's head, it's perfect. But for me, I find it a bit tight, but it's compensated by the soft cushion. Now, if I show you the soft cushion, it is just memory foam cushion. It's leatherette on the side, and I don't think it's real leather, because I had the 800X, as I told you, they start peeling off. So I don't know how long they will last. And another problem you'll find is to get a replacement for this over time. If you're thinking of keeping it for a long time, which I have done with my last headset, it's hard to get hold of. They're about £9 each, not a pair, £9 each. And you can have to order from America mostly, because you can't get them around here in any other stores, and directly from Turtle Beach. So what I found strange was also inside, if you look at the cup, you'll notice there's a cover, but I'll show you a close-up in a second actually. Let me show you a close-up of this. So the close-up, you'll notice, first impression was that where is the cover? You almost can't see it, but there is a fine mesh that's on top that protects the whole mechanism inside, and is sort of with a plus. I'm sure that's a plastic mesh on top of and a hard mesh on top as well to protect it. Now, looking at the buttons, you'll notice they're very simple, not complicated as the 800X if you're comparing to their last, flagship. The 800X had the buttons on the side here, which was very touch sensitive. So you literally touch it and you'll mute it without even realizing. And it only makes a noise, I think, on that one, which made it complicated if you weren't sure if you muted a person or not. So that comes to the button. So you've got the charger there, which is quite easy. It tells you when it's charging with the red light. You've got a Bluetooth button. Now, if you click that, it connects straight to your phone and you start playing music or whatever, the last thing that you're watching, I think. You've got the on button, which is a sort of flush against the body of the headset itself. Then you've got the mode button. Now, mode button and this little swivel a bit here, they can be used to, you can actually use the app to change the features of what you want on them. So you can change the mode to superhuman hearing, and you can control how much of a superhuman hearing you want on this. So that is really good. I like that. And the buttons are very easy to use. You can find them quite easily while it's in your head. And this is the volume button. Now, just to show you the quality of it, they look a bit chunky, but they do feel good when you put it on. And as I said, I used it 4 hours in a row. Although it was tight on my head, I did not feel that much pressure because of the cushions itself, and they are gorgeous. That's the only thing I will say. I'm not sure why they're shaped that way, because they seem to hit just over top of my ear. They seem to hit that bit, so I don't know why they're in that sort of shape, and I don't know why they don't make any ear shape so it puts the ear right inside. I don't know. That's the design thing. It is, and also if you look at the top part, it doesn't hurt at all when it sits on top of your head. Now, if you've got bald head or whatever you've got on your head, this will be perfectly fine. It doesn't sweat at all. It's quite breathable. I think something mesh here that helps it to keep it cool for some reason. So my last one used to, over time, to get we used to feel a bit of heat where it was, but this is perfectly fine. Now, let's go forward to showing you how it looks when I put it on. So when you put it on, you put the controllers on the back here, so it'll be on the back of the ear. So it's all on one side as well, which is good. And it is very, very, it's a bit tight when I'm trying to, you can see how much pressure it's going to cause by just me pulling it aside just to put it on. And it is comfortable. And it's light, considering how big the whole thing is. It's plastic with the metal inside. Yeah, it feels really comfortable. That's all I can say about this. So the comfort wise, you will be happy with. Now, there are a few things I'd like to mention about this which other reviewers may have missed out. Okay, first of all, this particular one, I actually got it, it's actually for the PS model. You've got the Xbox model, and I think they both work on computer. But I normally play on the computer, so this is useless to me on an Xbox, although I have an Xbox, but I don't have a PS. So you could be careful of that. But being on a PC, I wanted something fully wireless with a Bluetooth connectivity to the phone. So it's got dual functionality, which is really good. And you'll know this already if you researched. And what this will do is, when you're in the middle of a game, you'll get notification from your PC as well as your phone, which is brilliant. That's what I wanted. With all the other headsets I looked at, it wasn't fully wireless. You have to be wired. And for the price that I got it for, you can pick this up second hand. So this is a used review. So I've used it. I'm telling you about it. And I actually got this for about £80. I managed to get it done. The guy bought it for his Xbox by mistake of some sort. And it's brand new. And I thought I'm going to take the advantage of this. And I bought it for £80. I'm sure you should be able to get something second hand like this as well. It's worth it if you find a good quality on, which I have done. So I've been fortunate on that part. Now, the things that I like about this, first of all, comfort. Second of all, connectivity. It has got amazing connectivity. Look-wise, I wouldn't say as good as any other ones. Like, you've got this Stealth and all that. Astros, they look amazing, but you're paying an arm and a leg for those ones. As I said, this is about second-hand to new, about 130. So you're about £100. You're getting an amazing headset. So for £100 budget, over any other ones that's fully wireless with all the features that this has, I recommend this. In current situation, I recommend this in current time, because I haven't seen anything good come out yet apart from this one. The sound quality is perfect. I can't fault it. if you're willing to spend another £100 over it for just extra bit of clarity maybe, then you've got the money to do so. You know, you'll be fortunate and you'll be lucky to get something like that for a Stealth, and Astro will do the job for you. But in a budget range, who wants just to hear good quality sound, and I must say, this is very good at tuning into the footsteps behind you. And last night I was playing the game, and literally I could hear all the footsteps far away, almost. I could hear it. And it's got a superhuman hearing, which takes away some of the buzziness of the game, and just you can hear lots of details as well. Now, mic mute is the amazing bit. This one thing, one of the main reason I actually got this, apart from the fact that it's got connectivity, is brilliant. When I'm talking on the on the chat, I found that sometimes I need to mute them. On my last headset, I couldn't tell if I muted them or not. Although it gives a little prompt sound, it's not voice command or anything like that to tell me what's going on. This is amazing. So all you do, put it down. Now you're talking, it's active. Pull it up, and that's it. It's basically muted. So you can talk away as you like, and nobody will hear you. Or you can have a conversation with your spouse, family, and nobody can hear you on the chat. Having said that, if you can hear the noise, so when you touch it, it makes that noise. And I'm pretty certain when you're doing that, the other person on the chat can hear you. Either you muted or you unmuted. So that's the only thing I thought could have been a bit more smoother for what it is. But at the end of the day, you're paying a good price for a headset, which is brilliant. So now, as I've told you, I bought this for my PC. The connectivity was very simple. It's got a small dongle. So you've got this Bluetooth dongle, very small, size of my finger, goes into any USB port, and there you go. You're literally connected instantly to your device. And there are other instructions you'll get quite easily from there if you have any problems. So, going to tell you, it was quite easy to connect to my PC, which I was very happy about, and I thought it was brilliant. Now, there are some issues, I must say. When I first connected up, it was brilliant. Next time I turned the computer on, and I put the YouTube on just to, my channels and stuff, just listening to things, trying to listen to things, and I wasn't hearing anything. There was nothing coming through, and I thought, wait a minute, have I got to set on the wrong speakers maybe or whatever? And I was looking around to find out what's going on. Nope, it wasn't working at all. I couldn't get to work. So literally, I had to take the dongle out, put it back in straight away, and instantly start working. When you do turn on, there are voice prompt. And I'll make you hear this. Let me bring it up to you. I don't know if you can hear it.
Battery level medium. Bluetooth connected.
Did you hear that? That's all it said. Now, when it connects to your computer, you will say something like, I can't remember, it says something like connected or not Bluetooth connected. You just say paired. That's it. It just says paired. So that's when you know it's working fine. And also when it does work nicely, when you turn a YouTube channel or watching a video, sound coming through, you'll instantly will say, you'll make a little noise to indicate that it's on and it's working. So that's the delay. So if you can overcome the fact that it's only probably me that's having this problem, but anybody else might not have it. But I sometimes have to just take it out, put it back in, and that literally made it work instantly. And when it did work actually a few times, I must say, it was brilliant. You literally put it on, press play on whatever you want, and instantly works. Now going on to the mobile phone connectivity, is faultless. The sound clarity is brilliant. There's so much sound in there that you can also use the app on your phone. And that is another highlight of this thing, that you can use the app to control the sound. I must say, compared to the features the previous app had on the 800X series, compared to this, they reduced quite a lot of stuff on there, which I didn't really like, because I did like all the features and that was amazing. They reduced a few things, which I wasn't happy about, but it does work. It is still the finest app and easy to use app, and you can do the EQ as you like. I mean, not change the EQ exactly, but you've got preset EQs that you can use, which is fine with me. And to be honest, you just want to make sure on a gaming you're getting some clear sound. You can hear the footstep, and sounds are very good. And on music, you want to have a slightly different setting where you want a bass, treble. You can adjust those to your liking. So this will do the job for you there. So there are a lot of pros to it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you other few things on there that I found quite interesting as well. So let me show you a close-up of what it really looks like. Okay, so it's just me showing it to you how it looks. And I'll also now show you the mic test, and I'll be using this to just do a voice overlay on my computer to show you the sound. So this is the sound test for this headset. And I have set it up to the highest level it can go, or the best quality it can produce. And this headset can be used for purpose of communication for your PC, office, or even also gaming, of course, and on your phone call. So it is a very versatile headset, and this is one of the reasons I'll recommend this headset for the clarity of the sound. Among the clarity of the sound, you can also use this for when you're probably on a walk or something, because it's got Bluetooth enabled for you to your phone, so you can walk around in the house or outside quite easily. And because the mic will retract back up, it won't look like a normal gaming headset. It sort of gets hidden away. So if you look at the close-up itself, it's got all the features you need. Buttons are very easy to use, as I mentioned. And apart from the fact that it could be quite bulky looking, but it's not actually heavy as it looks. So this is the end of the sound test, and I hope you liked it, because I think it's perfectly suitable for what we normally use our headset for. Another thing is, after the adjustments are done, you could literally, which I like, not all the headset has this feature, you'll find is you can literally put it on your neck, turn around, you're comfortable to walk around and do what you need to do, and you can come back to it. Now that leads me on to the connectivity of it. So when I was using it other day for my gaming, the chat was fine, the volume and the quality of sound was impeccable, I must say, for what I'm paying. I walked away about 5 meters to another room, and the chat cuts off at that point. That's one fact that I don't know if you've seen. And then a bit further, about another 2 or 3 meters away, I've noticed the sound gets distorted slightly. You can hear sometimes it sort of cuts off a few times on the game sound itself. So I'm assuming for music and stuff, which is fine, it could be with you, the mobile phone or whatever, the range is not bad. I mean, 5-6 meters, even up to 10 meters in a straight open room is fine. But when you go past the wall and stuff, that's when it gets a bit complicated. So I thought you should know this. So when you're using this, it's fine in a close range, proximity. There is no lag, which is really good. I mean, yesterday I played amazingly yesterday on my Gears of War that I normally play. You probably already know this. And this had helped me a lot in terms of hearing where everyone else is in the game, and I could quite easily see somebody behind me or hear somebody behind me straight away, and you can shoot them on a shootout sort of situation. So yeah. Another thing to talk about is the sound cancellation. So when you have it on, the sound cancellation is already on because the mic has been muted. So when you're in a chat, you can go on your app, or you can use the mode settings on there to sound cancel the sound, anything around you, so you can hear the sound. Which is, I thought personally, the 800X was much better at that, considering this has got a thicker pad than the other one did, and much comfortable. But I thought cancelling outside sound wasn't as great as I would like. But that's just probably, I can live with that quite easily on there. But it does the job very well, but I think it could have been a bit better. So going back to the headset itself, I haven't noticed anything on these that are that bad that you could think, oh, I don't really want to buy this. So I recommend that for that part. And the ergonomics of it, how you can use this, is fine. I mean, all the buttons are quite easily set, so I can't fault it in that way, especially with the connectivity that it has. I think it does the job far better in the cost-effective market out there right now. And I would, hands on heart, probably would buy this without having to spend £200-300 on an amazing headset. Although this one has the voice prompt. Not all the features are voice prompt, is one thing. Another thing I've noticed, again, while I was playing the game, I don't know if I'm getting this right or wrong, but I'll just say it anyway. When I was having a chat with my friends in the game, I thought I want to put the chat volume down a bit. And I wasn't able to do that, or I wasn't able to put the chat volume up, and I still want the game volume down. So the master volume on the top here adjusts chat and the volume of the game. And that's where I didn't like it. But having said that, if you're sort of on your phone listening through a Bluetooth device, this here, you can change that to a Bluetooth sound control. So whatever Bluetooth is coming through for that, not gaming, you can adjust that. But for some reason, I thought this would work on the chat, and I was assuming the chat came through Bluetooth and the game sound came through another source within it, but I'm not sure now, because this is where it sort of connects, and I couldn't adjust the chat volume up or down without having to go onto, this is on the PC by the way, without having to go onto the computer setting and then go on the chat bar and just change the volume up and down. You can do that quite easily. So on the app, it's got a lot more features than what the headset itself has. On the computer, you've got a bit more features as well. You can adjust it if you've got a computer, which is fine. So this is where it sort of differed slightly, but for the comfort, for what you're paying for, the quality, I can live with that quite easily. Actually, that's all I can say. So overall, I think it's a brilliant system to buy. I love the color of it. I'm not sure how the Xbox One looks, but this is all in black and silver. It looks really good. I don't like the way this has been set here, sort of raised too high. It could have been a bit more neater, like the even the Astros are a bit bulkier, but when it comes to stealth one, they're much more nicer looking than this, probably in look and design. But then you at the end of the day, you're paying for something that is really well worth the value for what it does. Looks not always the important part when it comes to this. So the cons would be that the range wasn't brilliant, but then when you're playing a game, you're at the right front of the screen anyway, because you need to see what you're doing. So that sort of cancels itself out. And the buttons are the buttons are very good, well set. The comfort, you can't beat it. I think for the price I'm paying, it is just tremendous. It's much better than what I had before, I must say. And I'm only comparing to, I'll be honest with you, I haven't had that many headsets, but this one I'm very happy with. Even the one that I had previously, I think was about 200 or 300 pound, the 800X, when it first came out, and I had it for a long time. And I do look after my stuff. That's the main thing. If you look after it, you'll last. So if you're going to throw it about, then it's different. So this is something that I would keep and look after. Another cons is basically, when I'm using it, it's fine on your head. When you're not using it, what do you do with the headset? You either have to buy a holder to put it on. So it'll be like this. I had to, on my little box of a cupboard where my computer is, I've got a little hook on the top. And I don't tend to put it on here, because I feel like that's going to ruin that. That's how meticulous I am, probably. I don't like to put it on like this. So the hook literally sits on the edge of there, and it's literally just, it's a nice way of putting it. It just stays on the against the cupboard there. That's how I hold mine up. But compared to the premium brands that you probably will get, even compared to the 800X, it's literally, you've got a little thing that you can put on like this, which this doesn't have. And plus it doesn't have a wireless sort of charging, so you have to literally connect it up when you're charging. Another thing is, if you connect it direct to the mains, which is fine, you'll constantly keep it charged. On my PC, I've set mine so that only the USB connection that you'll be charging this with comes on when the PC is on. So you might have to leave it on or find another process or any other mobile phone connection just to connect it up. So yeah, what else can I tell you now? So another con would be the fact that connectivity to the PC is brilliant when it's connected. When I turn my machine on, it doesn't come on instantly. When I'm trying to watch something, I have to literally twiggle. And I tried various things. I just could not get it to work. But I'm assuming when you are using this on a sort of PlayStation, it will be a different fact completely. So that's all I can tell you on that part. But it doesn't cause me any problem. I literally just take it out, put it in, and that's done. The blue light tells you when it's connected. Well, I don't like the fact that when I put it on, it says Bluetooth paired, and I thought, oh, it's fully working now, but that's to my phone, not to the computer itself. And I can't wait for the day they actually somehow, if I do work it out, I will put on the note to see what I've done and probably tell you as well. And another pros is this can be used for PlayStation and my PC, which I'm brilliant and happy about, and that's what I want in the first place. But it won't work because the PlayStation version won't work with the Xbox. I don't know why they can't just make something that works for all of them without having this sort of alteration and things like that. Just recapping again, just to say the sound cancellation is not the best, but what makes up for it is the app itself, where you can control various things, and the EQ system is just perfect. And going back to the sound quality as well, I think for the price, the bucks that you're paying for this is far better than than you'd think it is. So I recommend that straight away for that purpose only. So there's so many good things I could say, and as I said, I have used it, and for the price that you're paying, you're much better getting this, unless you've got the money, over any other headset right now. And there are other brands who are wired, but this has the wireless capability to your phone or any other device that you've got. You can use it simultaneously when you're sort of playing a game. I got a notification saying beep beep. It's a very tiny, so you can hear it quite clearly, but it's very small notification telling you, oh, you've got messages. Okay, I'll read the messages. I had a phone call. Just press the answer button on there, and I think, I'm not sure, but you might be able to answer the call actually on here as well. I haven't tried that, but if you've got your phone near you, just answer the call. You're talking on the phone, you're playing your game. So that's how versatile this is in terms of the use. Now I am planning to do this. I'll do it right now to see if I can make it work. It is a bit tight on my head, and it's got a little plastic bit there, I think, where the wires probably go, so I've got to be careful. What I'm planning to do is just keep doing this for a while, and just slowly see if I can. It's metal at the end of the day, so I'm hoping that you will basically, give me a bit more breathing space while it's in there. Yeah, actually, if I open it up a bit more, it's not bad, but it sort of goes down too much. So I'll put it back up again a bit more. There you go. I think it did actually. That might have just worked. It's very comfortable. What I didn't like is, as I said to you earlier on, where they shaped up, it's really nice. Comes around to the back and it goes up like this. And you put a little pressure point there. But it's so minute because of this soft padding, you can't really tell. So I would say, wow, that does the job, And you don't really tend to hear much when you put it on, what's going on around you. So it does sort of, the cushion itself cancels out most of the noise anyway. So there are a lot of pros and cons I can say about this product, and but overall I think what ticks it is the fact that the cost and quality that comes with this headset, I'll give it a thumbs up all day long. So yeah, so it's up to you. This is my opinion, and as I said, this will work perfectly fine for your computer and PS. And I'm happy with the fact that I can use it on my computer and I can use it all day long. I had it for a long time, and I use it for my editing. I use it for basically the gaming, my music. So overall, this is just a far better headset than any others that I've had in the past. And it's wireless as well, so you can just walk around. You can just walk around when you need to do something, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope I have helped a few people with this. If I get any other products that I like, and I'll show you them all as well. And if I find that something's changed in terms of anything about this headset, I'll put on the notes. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll keep bringing the little things that, use review. So anything I use, I'll review it as much as I can, much as I know, as a novice of anything that people buy, and I can tell you how I felt, so you can understand from me and learn from me on this. So thank you very much, and take care, and I'll show you some more videos soon.